Hey folks, this is Nate coming at you on Saturday morning on December 16th. I waited a couple of days. This hilt's actually been with me for about 3 or 4 days, but I wanted to wait until um, I got the accompanying chassis for it before doing a full video review on it. But all the parts are now here. So I wanted to introduce you all to the StarFall Sabres Legacy. So this is part of a 50 hilt limited run that Nick Cohen of Starfall Sabres did. And then for those of you who are familiar with Nick Cohen's work, he typically only does sort of these commissioned high-end one-off pieces that are absolutely gorgeous. He's sort of known as the best of the best in our hobby with regards to these special one-off commissions. This is only, as far as I can remember, this is only the second sort of productionized commission line of hilts that he's done since I've come to be a part of this hobby. The first one he did was, I think, some Speeder Saber collaboration he did with the Pox Store, which is still ongoing. That are sort of like lower end budget Speeder Sabers, which are really cool. And then this production run. So this is a scrap flex design. And actually on his site, he will show there's about 2 or 3 different original prototypes of this saber that he had. One of which was fully installed and is now sitting with David Q at the Saber Museum, which is really beautiful. You should check it out. But this is what eventually became his 50 hilt production run. This is the Starfall Legacy. And this is absolutely gorgeous. The pictures of it make it look a little thicker than it really is. It's actually not as thick as it looks in the pictures. Which I was kind of relieved at because I'm not really a fan of chunky saber sizes, but it was Starfall, so any chance to get in on a Starfall run, I mean, I'll be knocking over banks and liquor stores to get in on a Starfall run, and the fact that it's a scrap flex, um, anytime you're looking at commission designs that Nick is doing. I mean, Scrapflex, I'd say Scrapflexes and SK Star Killers variants are probably some of his strongest design aesthetics. And he certainly didn't fail on this one. This piece comes apart in a bunch of different places. So you've got your pommel, comes off here. Then this breaks apart here in the middle. But the threading on this actually has some threading here, so it doesn't break off here. It breaks off down here. Now inside here, what you may have noticed, is that this was the piece I was waiting for before I decided to do a review on this. What this is this is the chassis that Albert Flores over at Smuggler's Outpost designed specifically for the Legacy for the Saber. And for those of you who have purchased a Legacy and need a chassis, need a nice, well-designed chassis, check out Albert Flores' variant on Smuggler's Outpost on Etsy. I think these are about $40 for the if you want the fully printed chassis. I'm not sure if you just want the STL files. I'm not sure how much that is. So yeah, overall, just really over the moon with this design. It's really beautiful. And then so a couple of other things about this design, this run, from what I understand. So this was a limited to 50 hilts. No more will ever be done. This was a collaboration with who's his name? Gustavo Canales of Laredo Sabers, who did the 3D design work for this. And then also Christian Cruz, who I believe did the box design and the box artwork, and then also, of course, Albert Flores, who did the work on the chassis. And I think Christian Cruz also did this, but I'm not sure. So somebody in the comments can correct me. But with each hilt, there is a laser etched plaque that comes with it that tells you what your hilt number is. So I have hilt number 22 of 50. So yeah, so I'm not sure. I think Christian Cruz, the person who did the box design, also did this. But somebody else can correct me. Please correct me there if I got the attributions wrong about that. But yeah, so this one will be next up for an install once my Throng Hunters are done. I can't wait. I was thinking about whether or not I wanted to go with sort of a fancier, higher end chassis, like possibly like a master chassis or something with like a metal inside chamber, potentially with a crystal chamber of some sort. And I decided against that for a couple of reasons. One is it's not really in my budget right now for something like that. That would be looking at something closer to like a $12 to $1,400 investment, which, for something like this, which is a limited rare collection saber, certainly nothing wrong with that type of investment on a saber like this. But the other reason I sort of decided against it for now is that it's something that I can go back to later on. So this Echo chassis install that I'm going to get now will still add good value to the saber. But while I'm still in the process of, fiddling with the Profi board, adding blade styles, playing around with it, doing demos, I'm much more comfortable having an Echo chassis install, sort of a more baseline install. And then if I ever get to that point where I kind of just want to lay this on the shelf and let it, sort of turn into a shelf queen and use it less, then at that point I may decide to like reinvest and get the chassis redone and upgrade it to something a little bit nicer. So there's always the option of doing it later on down the road. And I would definitely consider that for a saber of this caliber. This is easily, of all the sabers that I own, I would say this is easily in the top 5% in terms of quality, in terms of rarity, in terms of just, overall preciousness, I guess is the best word I can think of. This is definitely one of the nicer pieces that I own at this point. So Nick and everyone else involved in the collaboration of this saber, thank you very much. This is absolutely beautiful. And I will definitely be doing a follow-up video once this is installed. This will likely go over to Carlos Hernandez when he's got some time. Probably, I'm guessing in early to mid-January. He's already done, I think he's already done installs on 2 or 3 of these already, so he's got some time already on his bench doing these. So I know he's going to do a bang-up job on this. So I can't wait. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.